Hello everyone. I'm gonna present on a topic how personality assess through projective technique. I'm Prasonjoy Halam. I'm at first semester from ICFI University, Tripura. First and foremost, let us discuss on the introduction of projective techniques. Here we will come to know about the concept of projective technique. What is projective technique? It is a personality test designed to let a person respond to ambiguous stimuli by revealing hidden emotion and internal conflicts. Yes, projective technique is a personality test that is designed for the respondent to respond accordingly. That is, how will he respond? That is by providing him a set of picture or photograph. Seeing on the photograph, the respondent will analyze it accordingly, and based on that result, the psychologist will define the personality of the respondent. The stimulus may be a photograph, a photograph, a picture, or an inkblot. Yes, those stimulus may be in the form of photograph, a picture, or an inkblot. Those stimuli may arouse different kind of reaction. Yes, the picture which will be provided to the respondent may have different kind of reaction or different kind of form. Sometimes the picture or photograph may look like a shape of human being or a shape of animal or a shape of something like creature. So based on that, the respondent will give his own viewpoint. In projective technique, attitude and motivation are often not verbalized by respondent when questioned directly. When he questioned the respondent directly, that is directly, it may be like not which is done on non-projective technique in the form of questionnaire. That attitude and motivation are often not verbalized by the respondent. Therefore, it is also known as indirect interviewing technique. This whole process, this whole process is known as what? Interviewing indirect techniques. See, as compared to non-projective method, in non-projective method we have direct structure method of assessment such as questionnaire, survey, where respondents provide explicit responses. Here, as I said earlier, questionnaire are provided to the respondent. Based on that, the respondent have to answer accordingly looking at the questionnaire. In this non-projective technique, the respondent are not independent. They are fully dependent on the questionnaire. It is unlike projective technique. In projective technique, again, it is mostly used during individual interview, that is one-to-one interview or a small group of interview. I hope you have understood what really projective technique is. Now coming to the another slides that is most commonly used in projective technique. Those are Rorschach ink-block test. The second one is thematic appreciation test, that is TAT. The next is children appreciation test, that is CAT. Sentence completion test, and the next is word association test, and the other is third person technique. First, let us discuss what is roster and ink block test. This test is named after Hermann Rorschach, who developed these ink blots. Series of ink blots are shown and asked to describe. Here in this test, the respondent is provided with a photograph of ink blots, with a picture of ink blots, and asks the respondent to describe accordingly to what he sees on that photograph. Sometimes he may see the structure of butterfly, or the structure of human face, or the structure of anything. Based on that, his personality will be described. The project to project the respondent personality via interpretation. Yes, as I have said, the respondent will accordingly uh, analyze, or we can say interpret, the picture of what he sees. Inkblots are structureless and ambiguous. Yes, the inkblot are structureless and ambiguous. Sometimes, as I have said again, it may look like butterfly or not like butterfly. It may form different kind of shape, but accordingly, the researcher has to view it and give his point of view. See, in this example, we can see, in this picture, we can see the shape looks sometimes like butterfly or a bat, or sometimes it look like spider also, right? So different respondent will give different point of view. So based on that, their personality are automatically described or analyzed. And the next is thematic appreciation test. This test is devised by Murray and Morgan. Shown one or more picture to respondent to describe the situation, the dialogue, how the story might continue. It is clearly said here, uh, a photograph will be provided to the respondent. In that photograph, two or more characters are seen. Looking at the photograph, the respondent have to describe what is the situation going on in the picture, what dialogue are they talking in the picture, or how the story might start, or how the story might begin looking at the picture. It is also known as the picture interpretation technique. Yes, because it is looking at the picture, the respondent has to make a story, has to make up the story of what, as I have said, what is the situation going on, or what dialogue are they exchanging in that picture. It should be very interesting. The respondent should provide interesting theme, or you can say a theme or this interesting story based on the picture, so that the person who check the personality can clearly find out the positive personality of the respondent. It consists of black and white picture. Yes, most of the stimulus which is provided to the respondent in this test, that is thematic appreciation test, it is mostly black and white pictures. See, in this picture we can see the girl is behind the wall and one boy is lying on the bed. Some of the respondents might say the girl is sad and crying because the husband looked like drunk drunk and sleeping on the bed. As the wife of this man doesn't like that husband is drunk, that's why she seems to be like crying. Or some respondent may say that this lady is shy to face his loved one. So different respondent will give different point of view. The next is children appreciation test. developed by Dr. Leopold Belek. This is used among children from 3 to 10 years of age. Again, I'm repeating, from 3 to 10 years of age. This is only for the children, not for an adult. Here, animal pictures are shown. Instead of human or other picture, here mostly animal pictures are shown because the children are more fond of pictures like watching cartoon and animation type. For example, they may provide the children a picture of cat and a rat. So looking at the picture, the children will automatically say that, oh, this picture is from Tom and Jerry, which earlier he or she might have watched. That is why it is says the picture designed to evoke fantasies relating to experiences. Then the child interpret accordingly. See, in this picture you can see that the lion is sitting on the chair. Looking at this picture, the child will automatically say he is the king of jungle. Lion is the king of jungle, which he or she has already watched in the form of cartoon or animation. The next is sentence completion test. This test is the most simplest form of test because the respondents are given incomplete sentence and asked to complete the thought. They will just give half part of the sentence and the rest will be completed by the respondent. See, in this example you can see a summer vacation. Sorry, here the vacation spelling is wrong. A summer vacation is this. So this sentence has to complete by the respondent. Different respondent will give. According to me, I will give the a summer vacation is the best vacation compared to other vacation. But different respondent will give different point of view. In the next example, you can see people who visit art museum are this. So the respondent has to fill up here. The next is word association test. A list of words or phrases can be presented in random order to respondent. Here in this test, list of words or phrases are given to the respondent. Like for example, randomly I will say a word like city. When I say the word city, the respondent will automatically say what comes to his mind first based on city. And thinking of the word city, he might say city, it is crowded, beautiful, enjoyable, or whatever comes to his mind. Respondents are asked for what or phrases come to mind immediately. As I have said, what comes to his mind first based on that presented word or phrase, he or she has to answer it. Example, you can see I have given a word like village. This kind of word will be presented to the respondent, and what strike the first word of the respondent will be like friendly, reliable, conservative, but it might be different on different respondent or according to different respondent. And the next is third person technique. This is also a very simple technique to test the personality of a respondent or a person. By providing this kind of technique uh, with the opportunity to talk about someone else such as neighbor, a relative, or a friend. Here in this kind of technique, a respondent is provided an opportunity. They are given an opportunity to talk about someone else like their neighbor, their relative, or a friend. Here, the psychologist will ask the respondent about his neighbor or about his friends or about his relative. What the situation is going on about them. Like they can talk freely about attitude here. For example, let me say, for example, let me take an example like asking to the respondent about his friends. Why does his friend does not go to school these days? This question may arise to the respondent. He might say that he is lazy. My friend is lazy, that's why he doesn't go to school. Accordingly, he might give an answer. But when asking to the friend directly this question, the friend might say that due to financial problem, he is not going to school these days. So based on that, you can test the character, behavior, or personality of the respondent. To conclude, projective techniques has been a valuable tool in psychology. Yes, it has been a most important tool in the field of psychology. It plays a significant role in finding out the personality of an individual through indirect form. Yes, it helps us to find out the personality of an individual through indirect form, that is in the form of looking picture. Based on looking picture, the individual responded. Based on that result, the psychologist will test the personality of the individual. Thank you.